Now we're talking about Funza and access to books that are actually interesting to young people. I think that's key to getting young people to read. And you've written the 10th book in the Harmony High series. It's called Taking Chances.
Yeah.
Now the Harmony High series is targeted to teenagers from the townships. Is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Tell me about Taking Chances.
Taking chances. I mean, that's one thing that I was also thinking about. Just like that, it's a story that is so relatable. Even like as I was writing it, I felt so connected to it. I mean, at first, or like throughout the process, there were times when I was like, "Ish, this is like so tough." Like 27, I think it's like 23 or 24 chapters in there, and I thought, "Wow, this is like so much." I mean, it's draining. But then I'd pick myself up again by getting excited about the story that I'm telling. The fact that it's, you have a Fundile who has this relationship with his uncle and his mother. There's that dynamic of him wanting to please them, do well in school. And then there's Dasix who feels the need, urgent need to provide for Fundile. And then also Fundile has a friend, Sake. Sake is good at soccer. He's not particularly bright in school, but he's good with the girls, and Fundile kind of admires that. But Sake is not happy with his circumstances. He wants more. So that also adds another dynamic to the story. And then, as if that were not exciting enough, there's Nospiwa, a girl from Fundile's past, who also brings in her own drama into the mix as well. And I think that it's so easy sometimes to think, you know what, this is just a book. This won't happen in real life. But trust me, like having seen from my life, these things happen. It seems like these crazy things hit you from left to right. Like it's like just when you're dealing with this one comes along. So it really does capture that. And that's why I feel so connected to the story. And I feel that other youngsters out there who may not have gone through everything that is portrayed in the book, but will sort of the story will resonate with them somehow.
Do you think South Africa needs more books about Black South Africans to get the young people excited
I
about
think
reading?
so. I think so. I mean, the thing that I've heard a lot is that youngsters, South African youngsters, don't see reflections of success on TV or just in the general media, reflections of success that they can connect with. It's like you always hear, okay, this person went from rags to riches, but what does that really mean to a youngster in Philippi? What does that really mean to a youngster in Mitchell's Plain, for example? But then, now when Stelo comes along and they're like, wait, so Stelo went to Woodlands in Mitchell's Plain, he lived in Philippi, he had to walk for perhaps 1.5 kilometers to school. They can connect with that. He had to deal with bullying. He had to deal with the peer pressure, the girlfriends, the drinking, all of that was shoved in his face on a daily basis. They can immediately connect with that. And I would love if by doing talks like this, if I could inspire other emerging writers out there to come and share these stories and connect with the youngsters out there. Because I feel like someone has to stand up at some point. We can't all just be happy with the status quo, be happy with how things are. Okay, this is cool, this is not cool. And then that's just our daily reality. Someone has to kind of be like, you know what, I want to elevate myself above all of this. I want to be the inspiration that the other people behind me can look to.
You're about to graduate with your law degree.
Yeah, man, like that was the other thing that made writing the Harmony High so tough, because at times I also had to, my mother would be like, you know what, have you applied for a job? What is the situation there? Have you fixed your CV? It can't just be about the writing. And I think also that kind of comes back to the reading culture as well. The fact that for them, it's still strange to see me so passionate about this writing. Not to suggest that perhaps I'm shoving law aside, because it's something that I invested a part of my life in. It's something that when I was in high school, I used to think I need to go to university. I want to go to university. I want to see what it's all about, experience it for myself, get educated. I used to picture myself in a briefcase, with the robe and all of that, and the fancy English or whatever. So that used to inspire me. So it's a bit weird for my mother to see me being so passionate about it. But I mean, I love law as well. And it's something that I look forward to doing. And I can already see myself perhaps as a judge one day, or maybe an advocate, just whatever. I was actually doing an interview yesterday, a job interview, and I was telling them that I don't want to limit myself. I want to look at various avenues. I don't want to say, okay, you know what, I want to work for the NPA and that's it. I want to open the field and just kind of check out what works for me and what doesn't in the long run. And perhaps maybe I'll be lucky one day, maybe when I'm 40, I'll be lucky to just say, you know what, I've had enough of law now, let me just chill and write books. So that's what I hope for. I don't feel like as people we should limit ourselves to just one thing. I'd love it if we all sort of broaden the horizon and spread our wings.